This is practice problem 7.3. The landlord of an apartment building wants to survey his tenants to see what their average electricity bill was last month. The building has 50 apartments on 5 floors, with apartment numbers 101 through 110, 201 through 210, 301 through 310, 401 through 410, and 501 through 510. Use the table of random digits on page 246 of your book to choose 10 apartments for the landlord to ask about their electricity bill. So the first step here is to label all of the apartments. Now you may choose to label differently, but because there are 50 apartments, your labels should all be 2 digits. So what I've done here is for each floor of the apartment building, I've written the apartment numbers in order, and then I've labeled all of the apartments starting from 01 and going up to 50. So I've labeled all my apartments. Now I need to choose a row from the table, and I've picked row 109. So using this row, I want to grab 2 digits at a time and read across the row to get labels. So if I do that, I'll get my first label will be 36, then 00, then 91, and going all the way across, these are the labels that I get from that row of the table. Now I need to ignore all the ineligible labels, so I want to cross out any labels that aren't labels for my apartment, so anything that's not between 01 and 50. Also cross out any duplicate labels and all the labels after I've reached 10 eligible ones, since we want 10 random apartments. So 36 works because it's between 01 and 50. 00 does not work, so I'm going to cross that out. 91 doesn't work. 93 doesn't work. 65 doesn't work. 15 is a good label. It's between 01 and 50. 41 is also between 01 and 50. 23 is between 01 and 50, so that's good. 96 does not work. 38 does. 85 does not work. 45 does. 34 works. 68 does not work because it's bigger than 50. 16 is a good label. 83 is not. It's too big. 48 is a good label. 54 is too big. 19 is a good label. And 79 is too big. So the labels I'm left with are 36, 15, 41, 23, 38, 45, 34, 16, 48, and 19. And I don't have any duplicates here, so I don't have to cross out any duplicates. And I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I've got exactly the right number of labels that I wanted from that row. So now I'm left with these labels. I'm going to go back to my chart that I made where I labeled the apartments and find which apartments these correspond to. So which apartments he's going to ask about the electricity bill. So 36 is going to correspond to apartment 406. 15 corresponds to apartment 205. 41 corresponds to apartment 501. 23 corresponds to apartment 303. 38 corresponds to apartment 408. 45 corresponds to apartment 505. 34 corresponds to apartment 404. 16 corresponds to apartment 206. 48 corresponds to apartment 508. And 19 corresponds to apartment 209. So those are the 10 apartments that the landlord is going to ask about their electricity bill.